If you want to be motivated by me, be motivated by my abilities. And then I think about it. I don't want your sympathy. If you can, try and give me your empathy. The only thing I could worry about at that point was that my mother was crying, and I hated to see my mother cry. I believe that the quote-unquote able world is going to miss out on a lot if I'm only viewed through my disability. Thank you. As usual, I can't see any of you. But at least for once, I can take satisfaction from the fact that standing here, none of you can see either. So, but till the age of 5, I could see, or at least so I thought. I was able to perceive shadows, lights, and I thought the rest of the world could see only those things too. Then, when I was 5, this very passionate 5-year-old kid comes to me with all his indignation and asks, "But Sabari, can't you even see colors? Do you know the lovely blue t-shirt you're wearing is so, so good?" And I'm like, "Of course I can see." And he's like, "No, you can't. Why do you think they are giving you all these special accommodations?" And then I think about it, go home, and during those times, I used to tell my mom everything that happened at school. At least I did, until I developed the unfortunate tendency to develop crushes on classmates. And then I stopped. But yeah, I go home, I tell my mom about this, and instead of laughing it off, she just comes over to me and with her voice trembling and eyes full of tears, she gives me a hug the way only my mom can, and tells me that I am blind from birth. Maybe she expected me to feel bad or expected my world to turn around. Looking back, I wonder why it didn't at that point. But at that moment, and even when I think about it now, the only thing I could worry about at that point was that my mother was crying, and I hated to see my mother cry. Let's cut to when I was 9. It seemed like I'd become famous overnight. I had delivered a fair few speeches, and that particular time, I'd been recognized by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He awarded me, he called me a friend, and a few newspaper articles appeared about me. And of course, the bullying started. I thought the people who had bullied me were friends until that point. And even after the bullying started, they were, or at least they used to be with me all the time. They took care of me. And of course, being there with them throughout the day made the bullying and the torment even worse. It was an agony to go to school. Over time, I started believing that the bullying part was the real them, and the friendship was just a sham that they put up so that they can stay with me to bully me more. It went on for 6 years, and we graduated from 10th grade. And of course, I made sure they got a bad no objection certificate. Not proud of it, but at that time, I used to hate them for it. They could not get into any other quote-unquote good schools because of that certificate. And I thought, I took sweet solace in that fact. I look back and I wonder, did I do the right thing in feeling happy about it? Because one thing I've come to understand is that yes, they did bully me, but the friendship side was true too. They bullied me because as children, they did not know what else to do when they were made to feel inferior, when they were made to feel shame, and when they were constantly taunted and humiliated that a visually impaired person who they helped was doing better than them in every aspect of life. Now, you might listen to all this and say, wow, Sabari, you've suffered a lot. You're an inspiration. Flexing time. I've delivered over 200 motivational speeches. I've been awarded by people like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Jayalalitha, Narendra Modi, and a few other celebrities. And every time I touch a milestone, people just come to me and say, Sabari, you know what? We really don't know what we are doing with our lives. You do not have eyes and you're doing all these things. Really, really proud of you, Sabari. I'm really, really inspired and motivated by you. They actually expect me to be pleased with that. But you know what? I'm not. Every time I hear it, a part of me wants to rage and the other part of me wants to cry. Because when you say those things, you're treating me as somebody unequal. You might ask, Sabari, what then motivates you? Frankly, none of the garbage that I preach as a motivational speaker. Sometimes I get motivated because I really have no other hope in life. Because I have to move on, because I'm so scared, so desperate, and so full of despair that I have no other choice. And sometimes I'm motivated because of my abilities, which are better than most people. I can read a room in 10 minutes. You've all seen me do that. I can listen to a person, their tone, and then build a profile about them. I'm a good problem solver, and that, I believe, is because I can look at the problem as a wholesome thing. In the morning, I will sit with a corporate CEO who runs a transport company. I will discuss the fleet size, the average occupancy, the optimum cost, whether Volvo is better than Mercedes or Scania. Then, in the evening, when I go back in one of their company's luxury buses, I will leave the luxury tempting berth, go to the driver, and just to make sure he takes me seriously, detect the speed of the bus by listening to the sound first, and then talk to him about the top speed, the mileage, whether this is easier than other brand buses to drive, and his lifestyle. I'm a good planner. If I have a train at 11:50, you will find me drafting a schedule for myself with perfect logical reasonings to back up everything that could go wrong and to still have buffer time. So if you want to be motivated by me, be motivated by my abilities. If I don't want your sympathy, if you can, try and give me your empathy. And frankly, I believe that the quote-unquote able world is going to miss out on a lot if I'm only viewed through my disability. Thank you.